friends, welcome to Neetu's Library. Today I have brought for you one of the finest collection of Sudha Murthy named The Mother I Never Knew. This is a poignant, dramatic book that reaches deep into the human heart to reveal what we really feel about those closest to us. This book comprises of two novellas that explore the quest by two men, each searching for a mother he never knew he had. This is a story about two men named Venkatesh and Mukesh. First, we will go through the life story of Venkatesh, who is a bank manager. He stumbles upon a look-alike one fine day. When he probes further, he discovers his father's hidden past, which includes an abandoned wife and child. Venkatesh is determined to make amends to his impoverished stepmother. But how can he repay his father's debt? So this is the first story we are going to start with today. The latter part is also much interesting. It is a story about another man named Mukesh, a young man who is shocked to realize after his father's death that he was actually adopted. He sets out to find his biological mother, but the deeper he delves, the more confused he gets about where his loyalties should lie, with the mother who gave birth to him or with the mother who brought him up. So these two stories will keep you hooked up. So please continue to listen about the interesting story of Venkatesh and Mukesh. So starting here with the story of Venkatesh. Venkatesh was terribly upset when he found out that he has been transferred to Hubli. He didn't know what he was going to do about it. Absent-mindedly, he started driving towards his house in Jayanagar. He had known that his transfer was due at the bank, and he would not have minded going to a place nearby like Kanakpura, Kolar or Mysore. But Hubli? It seemed so unfamiliar and distant. The end of summer was pleasantly warm in Bangalore. Who knew how it was in Hubli? Maybe I should listen to my colleagues, he thought. Venkatesh knew that he did not really need a job. His family was healthy and financially sound. His co-workers often remarked that they had been in his shoes, they would have opted for voluntary retirement. But Venkatesh did not like to be idle. His wife, Shanta, ran the house very efficiently and handled the family finances better than an investment banker. So there was nothing for him to do at home either. He was just Madam's husband to the household help who knew that he had no say in any matter. When he reached home, Shanta was on her way out. He guessed from the fancy clothes that she had a program at the ladies' club. She was proud to be president there. Besides that, she was a member of the college committee and vice president of the school committee while being an active investor in the stock market. She was scarcely at home, and when she was permanently on the phone or the laptop. Their daughter, Gauri, would often chide her mother, "Amma, please take your business outside. Your unending telephone calls disturb my study time." It always made Shanta angry. When Venkatesh saw his wife today, he noticed that she had colored her hair, got a facial and applied makeup. Yet the lines of age showed distinctly on her face and hands. She was an unabashed show-off and was particularly conscious of her appearance. She was wearing a new white sari with diamond earrings along with diamond bangles and a diamond necklace. It must be a special occasion to call forth the services of so many diamonds at once, he thought. Shanta's sharp voice cut through his thoughts. "I have to see Appa on my way back from the event. Amma isn't feeling very well either, so I am going to be late. Don't wait for me at dinner." She left without waiting for a reply. Shanta's parents lived nearby in Jayanagar. Though she had asked them to come and live with her, they had not agreed and were adamant about staying at their own place. Her mother had said it's not proper to stay with the son-in-law. If we continue staying in our house, we can keep a distance and be close to you at the same time. Shanta had relented but visited them at least once every day despite her busy schedule. Venkatesh lay down on the sofa. When Gauri came downstairs a few minutes later, she found him deep in thought. She was immediately concerned. "What's wrong, Anna? Are you feeling unwell?" He looked at his daughter. Gauri was tall, thin, dusky, and attractive. She was quite an intelligent girl, and Venkatesh loved her with all his heart. "Gauri, I have been transferred to Hubli," he said, his voice full of despair. "So what? Why are you upset? Hubli is not far. If you leave at night, you will be there by morning. Cheer up, Anna, cheer up." Gauri was an eternal optimist. She could make anyone feel better. "You don't understand. I may have to set up house there. The place is new to me and I don't know when I'll be transferred back here." "Anna, there are two solutions to your problem," Gauri interrupted. "You can ask Amma to use her connections and get the transfer cancelled. Or you can go there, stay for a year and try to come back after that." Venkatesh did not want to cancel the transfer through unofficial channels. Besides, he knew what his business-minded wife would say. "Why do you work for such a meager salary? My manager is paid more than you. Ask for voluntary retirement and relax at home." Shanta spoke little and was always to the point. Sometimes it seemed that she was devoid of all feeling. Her lack of emotion may have been of great help in her business, but how could anyone live life like that? Venkatesh was feeling hot and decided to shower for the second time in the day. His house was fully equipped with modern amenities, thanks to Shanta and their older child, Ravi. Though Ravi had been young during the construction of the house, he had sat down and discussed everything with his mother. Ravi was now in America. He had foreseen the business possibilities in computers and majored in computer science. After his engineering studies, he had immediately found a software job and the company had sent him to the USA. He called his mother often to talk to her. "Times have changed, Amma. Who wants to stay in America permanently? I'll work here for 2 years and then I'll start my own company in India," he would say. "Yes, you must. Don't be foolish like your father and accept an inconsequential job offer and stick to it. Fortune doesn't tap on everyone's door, you know. Only the courageous and aggressive win Lakshmi over," Shanta would advise her son. While showering, Venkatesh heard Gauri laying the table in the next room. He thought of her affectionately. She had been different from Ravi right from her childhood. She thought about the consequences of her actions before doing anything. Gauri had completed her MBBS and was now in the first year of her MD in gynecology, but her mother was disappointed with her choice of profession. With her intelligence, patience, and ability to remain calm in any situation, Gauri would have been very successful had she opted for an MBA. Shanta knew that Ravi planned to own a computer business. She thought that if Gauri also followed Ravi's career path, the family could earn a lot of money. Shanta had tried hard to convince Gauri after her MBBS. "Gauri, babies are delivered 24 hours a day. You will never find the time to relax or do anything else. You have studied hard and invested money and energy, but there is barely any return for the amount of work doctors must do. Listen to me and pursue a business course. If you understand the share business, you can earn many crores within a year with careful investments in the stock market." "Amma, should I buy a cow just because I have a rope? I don't understand or like the investment business at all. I want to continue studying medicine right now. I really like it," Gauri had said. Shanta had turned to Ravi and grumbled, "This girl is downright idealistic. It's because she's got everything so easily. She doesn't think about her future or how she will earn money. Instead, she misunderstands whatever I say. If I were also a dreamer like the father and the daughter, both Gauri and you would have been on the streets. Does she realize the effort and sacrifice behind all my achievements? She simply says whatever comes to her mind. Amma, you still don't know what a problem she can be. Just wait until she is married, Ravi had said, provoking his mother further. Maybe, or perhaps her father is supporting her secretly. Otherwise, how can she be so bold? Shanta had got furious at the thought, but she never expressed her wrath. Business has taught her a big lesson. She should never reveal her true feelings to anyone, not even to her daughter. Unlike Shanta, Venkatesh was open with Gauri and they often had frank discussions. People frequently commented that in their family the son took after the mother and the daughter after the father. Venkatesh stepped out of the bathroom after his shower and donned a thin pajama and kurta. He entered the dining room and found Gauri pouring watermelon juice into 2 glasses. She looked up when he walked in. Anna, you look tired. Do you want to eat something? Venkatesh smiled and shook his head. Do you know why Amma was dressed up today? She asked. I got the impression that there's an event at the ladies' club. Yes, there is an important meeting at the club this evening. But the interesting news is that Mrs. Veena Purushottam is going to preside over it. You must have heard of her, haven't you? Yes, I have. She's one of the richest socialite Kannadigas in Bangalore and usually makes an appearance in high-profile meetings, functions and parties. But I don't understand why it's interesting news. Oh, Anna, you are such a simple person. Veena has a daughter of marriageable age. Her name is Priyanka, but most people call her Pinky. Amma is looking for a suitable match for Ravi and she thinks that Pinky is perfect. So, she is trying to impress Veena. Venkatesh fell silent. He thought, when it comes to Ravi, Shanta never thinks of asking for my opinion. It is better to discuss these things together as a family. While love marriage is a different matter. Much forethought and conversation are necessary in arranged marriages. It is better to select the daughter-in-law from a stratum lower than the groom's. If the girl is from a family richer than ours, then perhaps Ravi's life may also turn out to be like mine. Venkatesh felt sad and for few minutes he was worried about his son. But almost instantly he knew that Ravi could handle things better than he had. Gauri read her father's mind. Anna, what are you thinking about? Is it Ravi? Please don't worry about him. I promise you that whenever I get married, it will be according to your wish. I am not saying that I will marry the boy you choose, but I will discuss it with you and I will obtain your consent. Ravi is different. Let Amma and Ravi decide about his marriage. Forget about it, she said. She changed the subject. Anna, you really don't seem to be yourself today. Come, let's go to Lal Bagh for a walk. It's not healthy for you to mope around at home and do nothing, especially in the evenings. Ever since he could remember, Venkatesh had taken Gauri for walks in the Lal Bagh. Today, she was the one taking him. Without giving him a chance to refuse, she brought the car keys and dragged him to the garage. While reversing the car, Venkatesh looked at the family home. It was a beautiful house with a beautiful name, Anandita. Built on almost 10,000 square feet of land, the house had a garden in the front with a long driveway that would allow at least 3 or 4 cars at a time. The flooring of the house was in marble. There were 4 bedrooms with attached toilets, teak wood doors, ultra-modern facilities and separate quarters for the domestic help. The Gurkha watchmen took care of the garden and Nanjappa and Chikkava handled the household chores. Besides free accommodation and food, they were paid a monthly salary of 7,000 rupees each. They were content and went about their work happily, leaving nothing for Shanta to do. Venkatesh knew that To any observer, their family would appear perfect, and yet there was heaviness in his heart. Something was definitely amiss. Looking forward for the next part in the next audio. Thank you for listening.